Hello and welcome to your Twin Flame Energy Update reading. Let's see what's going on in your connection. And be sure to stay tuned to see if you're the winner of the one card, pick a card reading. Hopefully your name is in here. Hopefully you're the winner. If you would like to be entered into next week's draw, please comment on my YouTube video for this reading. Please comment your name and follow and subscribe to be entered. And yeah, so let's get right into a channeled message from your twin flame. What do they want you to know? What are the messages? What do they want you to know but they can't say to you? Let's see what is going on. Okay, so these ones want to come out. Please be advised that there are several imposter accounts that are pretending to be me that may be following you. And how you know that that's not my account is that my Instagram account has 37,000 plus followers. So if you have an account that looks like mine and they're reaching out to you saying that they have looked into your energy and they want to do a reading and send them money, please know that all of those accounts are scammers. So please stay safe and please help keep our community safe by blocking and reporting these imposter accounts. So let's get right into your reading. We have control. So this is going to be a channeled message. This says adventure. It's backwards because I'm recording from my laptop. And this is progress. So these are the words that your twin flame is wanting you to know or wanting to say to you. So your twin flame is saying, I feel like I'm losing control in this situation. I feel like whatever I do doesn't seem to be helping our situation or my situation or helping us move forward in any way. It feels like the more that I try to control things, the more things don't work for us. So what I'm learning is that I have to surrender. I have to surrender to love. I have to surrender to the universe. And I have to trust in knowing that things are going to work out for us. And I'm beginning to feel the support from the universe when I trust and have faith in our connection. So even if I'm not reaching out to you, even if it seems like I'm not interested, it's only because I'm letting go of trying to be in control. I'm listening to the signs from the universe. I'm listening to my inner guidance, because what I found is that having to control the outcome doesn't work. It literally does nothing. And so I feel when I do that there is progress, that I feel somehow your understanding, your compassion, your forgiveness, your patience. I really feel that I too am progressing. Because for a long time, I felt very stuck in my situation. I felt very stuck in my own life. And as I let go of this control, I do feel like there's forward movement, which is making me feel better about myself, which is helping me feel confident to return to you and to continue to have faith in our connection and in our love for one another. And what I really want is this beautiful adventure together with you. I haven't given up on our dreams of what we want to do together and how we want to spend our time together. I feel like our time together will be an adventure, that it doesn't matter where we are or where we go, that it's going to be this amazing journey that we get to experience together. So it's helping me have more faith that no matter what's going on in our connection, that you and I are always connected. That no matter where you are in the world or what you're doing, that you know that I'm thinking of you, because I know that you're thinking of me too. I know it hasn't been easy for you. I know that this journey has been very challenging for both of us. But I have faith because your love is healing me. Your love is guiding me back home. So as I learn to surrender to love, to your love, and to the connection, I really feel more drawn to you. I feel more connected to you. I feel that I can sense your thoughts and how you feel about me. And I feel our connection getting stronger. So I hope that you're also having faith and trust that everything that we want and that we want to experience together is still possible. Because we both need to believe. We both need to have faith in order for this to really happen in our lives, because you deserve it. And I know that I deserve it. You and I, we both deserve to be happy. I appreciate you being patient, but at the same time, I understand that you're not putting your life on hold, that you're not waiting, that you're living your life, you're doing what you need to do, or being with who you need to be with at this time, even if that's not me. I want it to be me. I want you to be with me. But in the meantime, as we are working through things to be together, know that my feelings haven't changed, that you're all I think about, and that even if I don't say it, that I am working towards being with you and living the life with you that we've always dreamed about. The end. Isn't that beautiful? It's not the end. It's just the beginning. How did you like that message? Hope it resonates with you. These are just such beautiful images. There's so much inspiration that just comes out of these images. Oops. So let's see where you are at on the journey. How are you guys doing? There is like so much going on energetically on the planet with the eclipse that just happened. I think it was the 25th, and we have another eclipse coming up. A lot of stuff happens during this time. And I think I said in last week's reading, they come up as triggers. So you get triggered emotionally. You know, you get impatient, frustrated, angry, upset, feelings of sadness that, you know, just wash over you for like out of the blue. All of these emotions come up during eclipses because they're meant to show us what we are needing to give our attention to, what needs to be released, what needs to be worked on. So it's not like it's never going to get better. These things happen for our evolution and growth. So the more that we are aware, it's because almost like we don't have a choice. I'm going to get to the reading. I'm just trying to get my card deck. Bestie's down in the hallway there. What was I saying? Yeah, just that, you know, these things happen so that we can clear them, because that's what union is. Union is really about alignment. It's about you and your twin flame coming into alignment, which means balance and harmony. So what's happening energetically is always to bring harmony and balance back so that we can come into alignment. But first, we have to come into inner alignment, which will then mirror in outer alignment with our twin flame. So it's all good, even if it's been really challenging, and maybe just even like energy wise, maybe you just feel under the weather or exhausted, not as energetic, wanting to seclude, or just needing more self-care. All of this is very normal during this time, so not to be alarmed, and know that everything is working out for our benefit, for your benefit. So let's see where you're at on the twin flame journey. What is going on? Let's get some insight into what's going on. How are you guys doing? Okay. Ooh. Wow, Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Tower card, which is exactly what I was just saying. Emotionally, we're going through these tower moments for like the process of things falling apart so that we can rebuild a new and stronger foundation. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. So where you're at is just overall with Pentacles energy, it's like practicality. It's kind of like where your twin flame was in the last week's reading, dealing with practical things. So dealing with life, dealing with situations, dealing with finances, job transition, career transition, making changes for the better. Because I'm seeing with the Ace of Pentacles, when it comes to your connection, all of these things are happening because you and your connection are being surrounded by new opportunity. So whatever you're currently having to deal with is strengthening you and your connection. Like, I'm really getting the sense of like your connection is grounding, is being grounded. Whereas maybe in the past it was all like up here and airy-fairy, like I'm just thinking of those words, but it's like your connection is being grounded. So it's like, okay, looking into practical matters when it comes to your connection, and not just dealing with the romance and the love and the passion and the euphoria and ecstasy and all that great stuff. It's like, okay, we're getting down to um, to the meat and potatoes, or the, you know, getting to what is really what your connection is based on. So, strong foundation. So, aces are about new beginnings. So, we're constantly going through cycles. You're going through cycles with your twin flame. You just ended a cycle, so you're beginning a cycle. And this cycle is about grounding the energy. So, bringing it into like 3D reality. Thinking of the ideas and then making them happen. Making plans for your connection, for your future, seeing how you want things to, like, yeah, like goal setting when it comes to your connection. Like, what do you want? The King of Pentacles is like an energy of, I want to say, like success. So you're entering into this amazing cycle of success, feeling like there's possibility, feeling like things are happening, that things are possible. Because maybe in the recent past you were like, well, I don't see how this is possible between my twin flame and I, because the old structure is crumbling away. The higher vibrational energies are what is supporting your connection, so creating it brand new. So the old way of your connection is dying away, and you are, I want to say, like, you're creating your connection as you go along. Like, one day you're grounded, you're like energetically like more stable. And I'm trying to think of a better word to say than that, but more secure. But I'm not even, like, you're just more grounded in the knowing, like, okay, this is happening. I don't know how, but it's happening. And I feel like you're now dealing with the practical matters in your life when it comes to finances. You're thinking of how things are going to be in the future, and energetically, like, you're lining things up to the possibility of your true heart's desire. So whatever outcome you're dreaming of, your current reality, your energies are lining up with that. So lots of changes happening, lots of transition. And even if it's not, like, there could be a lot in your life that is changing, or it could just mean you're shifting internally, and the old belief systems are crumbling away. So I really love this energy because it's strengthening you. It's creating a more solid foundation for your connection, no matter where your twin flame may be, whether you're communicating or not. Where you are is this transition from the old into this new energy of possibility. And not just possibility, but like possibility in terms of practical matters. So whatever that may mean to you. For example, like, if you need to move, right? maybe you're moving somewhere that is closer to your twin flame, for an example, or you're switching to a different career or a business that you and your twin flame are going to be teaming up. So again, like practical matters, finances, this could be investing or just investing in a future with your twin flame. So this is really like the makings of a more solid foundation. And you're like, Jade, but I haven't talked to my twin flame in months or in a year. How is this happening? It's not like it's the energies that are surrounding you that are supporting you for that. So even if you're not aware of it, or even if that's not your intention, it's happening for you, whether you realize it or not. So any changes that you're making or any shifts that are going on internally are in support of union, but more importantly, are in support of your happily ever after, your heart's desires. So even if like today you can't see the possibility of union, the universe doesn't need you to see the possibility. It helps it when you believe in it, but even if you don't see it, it's like the universe is shifting things in favor of union, in favor of your happily ever after. So when I see this, it's like, is like it didn't really look like it had something to do with your connection, but it does, because it's part of building a stronger foundation. So because when you have a stronger foundation in your finances, your health, your work, your financial security, all of that is like basis for your future and for the possibility of sharing that or having your twin flame be a part of your life, which are all these things. So when you have these things in order, when you have them strong, stable, like a really good foundation, it's an amazing platform to build from. So you making changes, or even internally, is a platform for what's to come. And again, we're creating it as we go, day by day. You're creating your union or whatever you want in your life day by day. So these energies are supporting you to do that. So it's very favorable, even though it's just very practical right now. You may not be focusing too much on the romance because your attention is being pulled in directions of more practical matters. So if you go back to last week's reading, that's where your twin flame was at. And I feel that's where you're at, because the old is crumbling away in a good way. Sometimes the Tower card can be uncomfortable. It can also be very confronting. So you may be confronted with things that are popping up that need your attention, that maybe you didn't have time to look at. They're coming up for you to deal with them, but in a good way, because all of this, again, is for you being in a great place to move forward and to just build from an amazing foundation. So you're at an amazing place right now, energetically. Again, a lot of stuff may be, needing your attention, maybe just even your physical health, just having to take care of your physical body, your mental body, your thoughts, your emotions, having to just give that more focus. So all of this is leading to a bright future for you and your connection. So that's amazing. Very powerful. King of Pentacles is like, you know, a card of empowerment. And so these energies are you leading the way to your heart's true desires. I am seeing like you and your twin flame connecting, like amidst all this stuff that you're having to deal with. Like your twin flame is observing you or watching you or tuning into you, trying to connect with you and see where you're at. You still have your guard up. You see how that shield is up? So you still have your guard up. You're not totally like wide open to your connection yet. And that maybe because you are experiencing these emotions that are coming up, triggers that are happening. Yeah, I see you and your twin flame connecting in a new way with the Ace of Pentacles. You're feeling like more optimistic, maybe just even in general, like you have a good feeling, like you're feeling positive for no reason. It's like you have a renewed sense of hope is what I'm getting with the Ace of Pentacles. So when it comes to your twin flame connection, you may have renewed hope. Like you feel it. You still don't know how it's going to happen, but you're feeling it. You're like, I feel like there's something shifting, something that's happening. And that's definitely what is going on here. Because I do see this as a major shift from last week. So it's very positive, very like you're more grounded. And I keep hearing, it's like the universe is saying to me, you're more grounded in possibility. So I'm having to think about what that actually means. Grounded in possibility. So just that you know that the possibility of whatever you want is possible. Like you're taking that energy on. Like it's possible. It's possible. So that is amazing. A lot of things falling away that are maybe necessary. So like I'm just thinking of describing it as unnecessary clutter, and however that applies to you in your life. Unnecessary clutter is falling away. So this is good. I feel like your focus is being called to more practical matters, but in the end, it's again helping you to build a stronger foundation to move forward. So if it's union that you want, union is more possible now because of what you're working on, because of where your energy is being drawn to. So good work, amazing. You're doing great. I'm hearing the universe saying like you're on the right path. Even if you're working on something completely random that you think has nothing to do with your twin flame, in the end, you'll look back and say, okay, yeah, I see how the dots connect. I was doing this because this needed to happen. Then we came into union. Then, you know, it all made sense. Yeah. So that's great. I wasn't expecting that. It's not a bad thing. good thing. Okay, so where is your twin flame at when it comes to your connection? Where is your twin flame at on the twin flame journey? Okay, that one really wanted to come out. Where's your twin flame at when it comes to your connection? Where are they at on the journey? Okay, let's see what we have here. I see the 9 of Swords, and it's like right away I'm like, it's like, what does that mean? Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords, we have the Judgment card, and we have the High Priestess. So you see how this is so interesting because of the pentacles are like more like green, right? So when I was tuning in, I'm feeling like green is like the heart chakra. So you may be working on or healing heart matters of the heart or physical ailments, and your twin flame is like the majority is like blue. So I'm thinking throat chakra. So communication. They're healing around like the throat chakra, speaking their truth, opening up, being more vulnerable. So they may be opening up, being more vulnerable with you or themselves or the people around them, being able to speak their truth and not fear it anymore. They're being more vulnerable with who they are, where they're at. But what I'm seeing with the 9 of Swords is that they may be carrying or having to release these feelings of guilt, shame, or blame. So they could be dealing with like family matters, children, parents, things that are coming up with their own inner child. When it comes to your connection, a lot of guilt is coming up, a lot of shame. So it's not easy for them to just really return to you and pretend everything's okay, because what happens, like I mentioned, especially during eclipse season, just with all the energies on the planet, it's like bringing up stuff that we couldn't see, stuff that's hidden. So it's bringing up within them things that they are now feeling guilty about and shameful about. So I feel like they're needing to like be more forgiving of themselves. So they may be not reaching out to you or not being really like communicating with you because of these emotions that they feel, either guilt, shame, embarrassment, not feeling good enough. Yeah, the 4 of Swords is like they're taking a break. They're needing a breather. Because I feel like with the Judgment card, they're being called out. And I don't say this to place blame, like for you to just blame your twin flame. That's not what this is. It's more like your twin flame has been carrying a lot of The only word I can think of is karma. And again, it's not to make them wrong and you right. It's just that we all have to deal with this. And on their end, that's what they're dealing with. They're dealing with past choices, decisions, actions, and the judgment card is bringing it to their awareness. So it is bringing up these feelings of guilt. So they're needing to heal that, because that's what I'm really getting with the Four of Swords. They're needing to heal that. And I feel like with the High Priestess card that they are being guided by their inner wisdom on how to forgive themselves, how to let go of the past. So they are working on, I want to say, the mental realm, the emotional realm, where your energy was about like practical, and they're more of like the non-physical part that affects your connection. So they're looking within. They are being guided to forgive themselves, to release guilt, shame, embarrassment, resentment. So I feel like with the Four of Swords, a lot going on in their minds, which are triggering these emotions. So the energy surrounding them is a lot of inner work, inner reflection, balancing out karma, realizations. So, and you know, we don't always do this like consciously and say, oh, okay, this is what happens. But how it happens is through daily interactions, our interactions with others, family members, work people, strangers, like family. It like all of this stuff is worked out through interactions with people, even on social media, even in business, jobs, whatever it is, school. All of these things are being worked out because they're coming up in everyday situations. So you're like, well, how does this deal with our connection? It is very necessary, again, because this is the part where they also have to, crumble away what doesn't serve them or your connection, because it doesn't serve your connection for them to hold on to guilt. Holding on to guilt, there's zero room for union in both parties. All guilt, shame, resentment, all of this has to be let go of. It has to be cleared, because energetically, when we hold on to that, it's a block to union. And that's what keeps twin flames in separation, because of these energetic blocks. So they got a lot on their plate because they're healing stuff within them. A lot of stuff is coming up for them, which also may be the reason why they're not yet ready for union yet. But again, for both of you, the beautiful thing is that all of this is to clear away the unnecessary clutter, to create and build a new foundation for your connection, so that you're building your connection on something solid that will withstand any storm, so that you won't keep going into separation, that you will have long-lasting harmony in union, because you've built it on a strong foundation of truth, honesty, integrity, compassion, forgiveness, understanding, all of that stuff. Because in the past, our connections were not built on that. At least not fully. So that's really, where we're at on the journey is we're rebuilding. We're creating a stronger structure that will withstand the things in the world that tear relationships apart, So where they're at, a lot of stuff's coming up for them. So it's really important that, we have compassion for what they're going through, their internal struggle that you may not even see on the surface. You may feel it. You may be able to detect it when you're looking at them or seeing them on social media in pictures, tuning in. You may pick up on the fact that they are having some kind of internal struggle and they just may be pretending that everything's okay. But this is inner work, shadow work that's happening even if they're not aware of it. Again, it happens to all of us. So this is positive, even though for them it may not feel positive. This is all part of transitioning, this new beginning, of them having clarity and seeing their past choices and actions as opposed to now knowing what to choose. So it's clarity, swords, clarity, their inner guidance, trusting their intuition. And the universe is like, the universe isn't letting any of us get away with anything. I know. Doesn't sound good, but it is good because it's why things weren't working for us in the past, because we couldn't see it, we didn't know it was there, and maybe we did know and we just didn't want to deal with it, and the universe is like calling us out now, waking us up. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay. So serious this week. Let's liven it up. We want to liven it up. Did you guys enter this week? Okay. So let's pick the winner of the one card, pick a card reading, twin flame reading, that happens at the end of each reading. So in order to enter, you must be following me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, and comment below. So this week's winner is Mitski M. Congratulations! Yay! You are the winner! Mitzi, that's backwards, but that says Mitzi M. Congratulations, you will get your one card, pick a card, reading at the end of this reading. Okay. Amazing. Bestie's here, but he's not on camera. So what is next? What is next? Okay, what's in the shadow aspect? Let's check in with your inner child. How is your inner child affecting your connection? How is your inner child affecting your connection? What's going on with your inner child? What's going on with your inner child? Okay, we'll just do 3. Okay, we have the Star card. Card of healing. We have the Hermit. We have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So your inner child is focusing on what went wrong in your connection. So your inner child is feeling somewhat apprehensive of coming back into union because of what went wrong, how badly you felt. Your inner child just wants to be happy. Your inner child doesn't want to feel unsafe. So your inner child may be focusing on everything that went wrong, focusing on, well, what if it happens again? What if we get our heart broken? What if, what if, what if? So your inner child has these fears, attachment to fear. And this is very natural because it's a pattern that you experienced from childhood and in growing up and in all your relationships where you got hurt. You may have felt rejected, abandoned, neglected. And so your inner child is just replaying this pattern of being neglected, rejected, and abandoned. So your inner child will want to stop you from moving forward, moving towards your twin flame, because your inner child's like, I'm scared we're going to get hurt again. I'm scared we're going to get rejected or left behind or abandoned or betrayed. So this is very natural because, again, our inner child is reliving the things that happened before and fearful that it's going to happen again. And with the Hermit card, I feel like this could either be your inner child wanting more time alone, or this could also be the fear of being alone. Like not wanting to be alone, needing people around them constantly. This is very natural. We grow up and we're conditioned to think that being alone is a bad thing, that it's a scary thing, that it's a sad and depressing thing, when actually being alone is quite empowering. But our inner child doesn't know that. Our inner child is afraid. Like there's fear in thinking that, you're alone. So your inner child is either afraid of being alone or wanting to have more alone time. Maybe you're really surrounded by people, or you're always thinking about your twin flame, or always thinking about other people, and your inner child just wants like time for you just to do what you want, not have to worry about anyone else, not have to take care of anyone else, not have to stick to a strict schedule or rules or regulation. I feel like that is what your inner child is wanting, to experience more freedom. Or it could just be, again, like this fear. So these stem from your childhood and then become patterns that play out in your twin flame connection. So if your inner child wants to have more time alone, this is going to come up when you're with your twin flame, because your inner child's wanting you to take care of your needs and not worry about your twin flame's needs, not worrying about loving them or giving them what they need or supporting them or loving them unconditionally. Your inner child's like, hey, what about us? So this is really another reason why your inner child may not want union, because your inner child doesn't want you to have to take care of someone else. Your inner child wants you to take care of you. Then with the Star card, I feel like this literally is like your inner child wanting to be the star, wanting to be the star of your own show, of your own life, be the main character and not play like a background player or a supporting role, or like your inner child wants you to be the main person in your life, because you may be, out of responsibility, obligation, putting others before you, whether that's your family, your children, your parents, siblings, co-workers, bosses, whatever, whoever it is that you're putting before you. Your inner child's like, hey, we're the star of the show. You have to pay attention to us. This is your inner child wanting self-expression. Your inner child wants to be seen. Your inner child wants to be heard and recognized. So when you're not feeling heard and recognized in your own life, it shows up as you not feeling heard or seen by your twin flame. So however you're feeling about your twin flame is really stemming from your inner child. So once we nurture our inner child, once we take care of our own needs, once we take care of us, make ourselves priority, not in a selfish way, but more self-care, like caring about our emotions, our emotional well-being, caring about our physical well-being, maybe creating more boundaries so that we have more space to feel like you, so you have more space for you to express yourself in the ways you've always wanted to, like say your inner child, in the ways that your inner child wants to express. Like the way I express myself, I do the best to express myself in the ways that my inner child always wanted to express. Like when I was growing up, I never had all the clothes that I wanted, or all the shoes that I wanted, or the makeup that I wanted. Like I never had extra money for those things. So now I do for my inner child in the way that she wants to express herself, in the way that she couldn't when she was a teenager or when she was in school. So now she gets to express herself. I'm expressing that part of me, my inner child, my inner teenager, even in doing activities that you like. That is putting your needs and priorities before your twin flame, before anyone else. It's not being selfish. It's just filling your own cup first, because we can't love others. We can't be there for others when we have an empty cup. And I just keep thinking of the analogy of driving a car. We can't drive anywhere if the gas tank is empty. So making sure your gas tank is always full, you feel great, you feel abundant. Even when you're actually driving in the car, when you see your gas tank is full, you're like, yes, we can go anywhere. We don't have to worry. You feel abundant. You feel prosperous. So that's the same thing when your inner cup of love is full. When you're so full of your own love, you feel abundant. I could do anything. I can take on the world. So that's where your twin flame, your inner child is at. And all of these things are workable. All it takes is nurturing your inner child, giving your inner child the attention that they need, that we didn't get, that we weren't able to get when we were younger. You can now give to yourself. So if you're doing that, excellent job. If not, excellent job, because you can do that now, starting now. That's great news. I love it. Okay, so let's get some guidance for you. Let's get some guidance for your twin flame connection. Guidance. I was really excited to do today's reading. I have no idea why, because as I'm like observing the reading, I'm like, I hope this sounds exciting to all of you out there. I hope it's not putting you to sleep, because I don't know, I was thinking today's reading is so exciting. Like, I was so excited to do it, but I'm like, it's like I'm just doing the weather report and it just doesn't sound exciting to me. I hope it sounds exciting to you. Guidance, guidance for you and your twin flame. I'll just sing to make it more interesting so you won't fall asleep. So I see one turned over. So that's the 8 of Cups. Guidance. Who's turning away from the connection? And I'm saying that jokingly because it literally happens every day to twin flames. So turning away, it's more like doubt. And by the way, I'm coming out with a book called, it's an ebook entitled How to Overcome Doubt. How to Overcome Doubt in Your Twin Flame Connection. So that will be available soon. It will be for sale. So if you're interested, message me and I will make sure to put you on the list. Because see how someone's turning their back on the connection? This literally happens every day. Every day. Even in the happiest connections, even in the most strongest connections, there is doubt. Why? It's probably because we're human. We doubt everything. We doubt everything. There's not one thing in the world, well, no, that's not even true, because we don't doubt death and taxes. That just came to mind. But we doubt everything else. We do, especially when we can't see it. There's more reason to doubt it. So when you can't see your connections happening, when you can't see the possibility, doubt arises constantly. So part of the journey is just, okay, acknowledging the doubt, say, okay, thank you for sharing. Just move on along and focus instead on what you do want. Because there is a reason why you're doubting it. Because it could even be like there's a part of you that's still not trusting or afraid. That's why you're turning your back. So whether it's you turning your back, sorry, it's just Bestie's hair is like all over the place, even on this card. And when I have lipstick on, lip gloss, it just attracts it. Like my lips are like just magnetizing fur that's flying in the air from Bestie, the cat. So you're doubting. Even say you had an amazing time, an amazing connection. The next day you're doubting. Did they really love me? Were they just pretending? Are they using me? Are they playing me? Are they lying to me? Like, why do we do this? It's human nature. We question everything. And then when we get caught in those doubts, you're like, oh my gosh. Like, you just turn everything around. It's the makings of our own mind. So the guidance here is like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doubting? Why are you doubting what your heart knows is true? You've been on this journey for so long for a reason. Your heart feels these things for a reason. So the universe is saying, you may doubt. You may doubt every day, every hour, or every other day. But there's still, you can't deny that there's so much love, because the universe is pointing out like eight cups of love are standing. 8 out of 10. That's a lot of love. So the universe is like, you're going to throw away all that love in your heart. You're going to throw away the experience because you doubt something that you don't know is going to be there. The universe is saying it's natural to question. It's natural. The universe is saying, instead of questioning, just be thankful. I'm so thankful that I have a twin flame, that I feel this love that I've never felt before, that I feel connected to another human being, another soul, that the connection is beyond words, beyond description. I'm thankful that I have that. I'm thankful that I can feel that. That's what the universe is saying that we should be saying. Because then when we're thankful, we don't have time to doubt. Because when we're in gratitude, we're in our heart space. When we're doubting, we're in our head. So the universe is like, the reason why you're doubting is because you're in your head. The reason why you're turning away from the connection is because you're doubting. Next card up is Page of Wands. So when I see this, it's like you are being guided to follow your heart and follow your passions, because by following your heart and following your passions will lead you to union. Because if you see these two birds here, cardinals, they're facing each other. This is the universe guiding you with this light, guiding you to follow your passion, follow your heart, and leave the worrying behind. Because again, the worry is of the mind. Trusting or following your heart, living your passion, that's living in your heart space. So again, this guidance is just really redirecting you, saying, like, remember how it feels to feel in your heart and feel that connection and feel that love and ecstasy and euphoria. Remember what that feels like. Go there. That's where the universe is guiding you. And for you to follow that in every area of your life. To live passionately. Because living passionately, you're a magnet for your twin flame. You're a magnet to union. Because passion is souls on fire. It's like you're truly living because you're feeling the passion. You're being passionate about life, about areas of life. So what does that do? That draws you to your twin flame because it reawakens the passion you have for one another. It reawakens your souls to be on fire, to merge again into that single flame of which you were both created from. I like it, I like it, I like it. We have the 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So the guidance here for you is the universe is stepping in and balancing the scales. And I say this not to instill fear. Because when I heard the message, it kind of triggered my fear of the universe is stepping in to balance the scales. So what does that mean? Does that mean like people or things are going to be cut out of my life? Because that's kind of what I see happening in this picture. Because I heard the message, universe is saying, the universe is coming in to balance the scales. And see how this person is falling? But that's my own trigger. Again, not to take this as the advice. It's because I'm being triggered. It's just my own awareness, healing, whatever, because of what's going on. But what's happening is that whatever was lost, so it's like this person is like losing their grip, their hold, their money. The universe is like coming in to balance the scales. So the universe is saying, whatever looks scary right now, like how I just got scared is like, what? Am I going to lose someone? Am I going to, like, something's going to be taken away from me? Is that what balancing the scales is? If that is what you're experiencing, the universe is reassuring you that it's to bring back what you lost. And if you're like, well, it feels like this, I'm losing something, it's because the universe is replacing it with something even better. And I know in really difficult circumstances, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I'm just saying, for example, sometimes when it happens, when we lose a loved one, it's to bring in something even greater. A lot of the times, and I'm just being guided to say this because this is very random, but when, say, we lose a loved one, I recently lost an aunt who passed away recently, and it was very unexpected. I haven't seen her in years due to COVID because she was in a nursing home, and they were very strict because there were a lot of COVID cases. So my aunt passed away, and I was so distraught because I wasn't able to see her before she passed. And there's this big gaping hole that she's missing now. But what it did bring me was the memories of when I was a child with her that I took for granted, and made me think of her in all the special ways. And I even said at the funeral that she made me feel loved. She was one of the people that made me feel loved. So I'm saying this because we lose a person only to gain the recognition of, and I feel like crying, the recognition of your true connection that never dies. Even though my aunt's not here, I will never lose that connection with her because I have the memories, because I came to recognize that she always loved me, and she will always love me, and I will always love her. So you can kind of relate that to a twin flame. Even though you feel that you lost them, what you gain, and that's the balancing of the scales, is the recognition of your connection that doesn't die. That you can be sad about it. Like, I could be sad that my aunt passed away, or I could be happy in knowing that I'll always connect with her, even if I can't see her. So, if you're experiencing loss, it's because the universe will replace it with something even greater. Like, nothing can ever replace my aunt or her presence in my life, but what I was compensated with is in the realization that she really loved me. And the sad thing is that I only saw that after she passed away. But when she was alive, I took it for granted, and I never really acknowledged her love for me ever since I was a child. So I feel like I should stop this video because I don't want this to be upsetting for anyone or triggering. But again, with the eclipse season, this stuff is what comes up because it's part of our awareness to move forward. And so when you lose someone, it hurts, but you can take away something even more beautiful. Like you can plant those seeds, those memories, and grow a beautiful garden of the love that you share with this person that you may have lost. And the universe will keep tending to that garden with you. The universe will take care of that garden, and it will continue to grow in your heart, even when you can't see that person. So, I feel like that's part of the balancing, is that even though we experience great loss, that there is something even more greater that we do receive from the universe. Just at the time, sometimes we can't see it, but it's always a gift. In losing someone we love, there is still always a gift there. And so that's what I really see. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even expecting that. Okay, so whatever the message is, what I'm seeing is that whatever you've lost, the universe is always compensating with even greater gifts for you. So not to focus on the loss, but to focus on what was gained. What was the gift? What was the message? What is there that's beautiful? And that's what we need to focus on, especially when we've lost a twin flame, when we've lost the connection, when we're in separation. It's to focus on the gift and the gifts that the universe are pouring into you because you've had a great loss. Queen of Swords. Let me just take a moment here. Need a glass of water. Queen of Swords. Let me just gather my thoughts. So the universe is like giving you this clarity, this ability to see anything that is like BS, even in the world. It's like you now have a truth detector, and you can see what is your truth, what you feel is a truth in situations, even what's going on in the world, especially in social media, brings up like stuff all the time of what's going on in the world, in politics, in our economy, in our government, in our healthcare, like everything's coming up. And so we have this truth detector that the universe is giving us clarity to see what our truth is. So you have this in your connection. You can see what the underlying truth is. And it's always for the betterment of your connection, so that you can connect more freely, more truly, more lovingly, so you can see beyond pain, separation, anger, resentment. You can see beyond that. You can see beneath that. That's what I feel like Queen of Swords is. It's like, here's the truth, baby. I see the truth. And it's not the truth that you're thinking. It's the truth of there's no one to blame. You and your twin flame are co-creators. You're creating life day by day. You both came here to learn, and to learn the lessons, and to let go and heal the past, to stop the patterns that happened to you so that you could both move forward. So you have this gift now. You have the ability to see the truth. And the truth is that love is all there is. Where are we at? Are we over an hour? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Just gonna keep going. What's the outcome? Oh my gosh. I was just telling my daughter the other day, like, when it comes to space and time, I have like no awareness. I have no idea how much 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers away is. I can't tell what 15 minutes feels like or an hour. It's all the same to me. I don't have that awareness for some reason. And I guess because I'm tuned in other ways, I guess like energy, I can read energy, but space and time, like for me, literally, that could be 15 minutes. And you're like, Jade, what are you talking about? It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I know, I'm gonna hurry now. I mean, I'm sorry, because I know that I go off on tangents, but when I prepare for these readings, I'm I prepare myself so that I'm open to the channeling that the universe wants to give you. So everything that comes out is like I'm channeling. When I'm done this reading, I never remember what was said. Never. Because I'm so in the moment of channeling the messages, of channeling the energy, that it's like I'm not even here. It's like, you know, the universe is just, I'm just the messenger. The messages are just coming through for you that you need to hear or that you want to know. So my point being is, yeah, I don't have the ability to really tell time unless I have a clock. And I have no idea, like miles, kilometers. I couldn't even guess. Fun fact, I guess, about me. Okay, what's coming up for you? Are we going to take these one? No. Because I didn't ask the question, so I just don't feel like it's applicable. What's coming up for you in your twin flame? Okay. What's coming up for you in your twin flame? What's coming up for you in your twin flame? Okay, someone said take another one. Oh my god, now too many! What just happened? I literally put these cards back and they literally just showed up, and there's 8 of them. I'm just gonna go like speed round, if that's even possible. 7 of Swords. Something is going to be revealed, something that is like being hidden. The truth. Okay, so this is what I got. You may have felt like you were betrayed in your connection, but the truth is going to be revealed as of why. And it may impact like how you see your twin flame. Death card is transitioning. You're transitioning to your connection is transitioning to another level. So I do see this as like a deeper level, but also like reborn, transitioning of the old. The way you and your twin flame used to connect and how you used to connect, how you used to communicate is like being reborn to a new level, always of a deeper connection. So it's going to feel different. It's definitely going to be different, but always for the betterment of your connection, always the betterment for union. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Feelings of rejection, I hear, are being reconciled. What does that mean? Feelings of rejection are being reconciled. You're going to understand why you felt rejected. You're going to understand that it wasn't actually rejection in the way that you thought it was. So all these revelations are like the truth. Like when I saw the Queen of Swords, it's like truth after truth, temptation. What's coming up for either one of you or for both, or maybe just one, is a temptation to be tempted. This could be tempted to want to find someone new, return to an ex that's not your twin flame. I'm getting like this is a temptation to stray away from your twin flame connection. It's not right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is. It's an experience that you may choose. The choice is yours. The universe is saying, sometimes it's, you're testing yourself. How much do you want this connection? How loyal is your heart? Are you going to betray your own heart and go to someone else? This might not be for everyone. But maybe it's just a thought. I'm going to go on a dating website to see what's out there because I'm feeling super rejected right now. That could be like a tempting thought that like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. So interesting. This hasn't, it's just what I'm hearing. And then we have the Page of Cups. I feel this as baby steps. I feel like this is your twin flame making baby steps towards you. This could just be like energetically, they're connecting with you, saying, you know, thinking of you, missing you, looking at your pictures, listening to your favorite songs, connecting with you in some way, and you're feeling it. And it could just making you get triggered because you're like, you're not doing anything, but you're thinking of me. What does that mean? I don't know. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. I feel like when your twin flame wants to come back to you, it's going to happen, like they're going to come charging in. Or it's like when you two reconnect, you're going to want to like jumpstart this connection, like just like accelerate, putting the pedal to the metal, like your foot is just on the accelerator. I'm just getting like jumping into it, like really quick. Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is a positive card when it comes to your own self-care, when it comes to your own needs, when it even comes to your financial needs. When it comes to your connection, you're going to be taking care of yourself in a better way than you used to. That's amazing. That's always been my message, like self-love and self-care, so that you fill your own cup, so you have more, not only to give, but you have more to receive. You're more open to receive. Then we have the Temperance card. So I'm seeing here healing, I'm seeing balance, I'm seeing having to make a choice, having to make choices. And it's like every little choice eventually leads you to your destination. So say, for example, you and your twin flame are making choices that aren't in alignment with union, which is okay. Because some days you do, some days you don't. The next day you do, the next day you don't. So it's like the journey just takes longer to union, but you will get there, because once both twin flames consistently choose union, the faster you'll get into union. So I'm seeing with the Temperance card, there's going to be like this balancing. if someone was not choosing, or if someone was choosing one side too much, it's aligning now. You're aligning, they're aligning. The journey itself is healing. Your journeys to merge. That's what I'm getting from this card. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I don't know. Again, I was really excited to do this reading. I don't even really remember everything that I just said, but I just thought it would be more uplifting or more like happy. I don't know. I hope this was very useful for you. Hopefully. So again, if this did resonate, please feel free to book your personal twin flame reading, because again, these messages are like, is the universe trying to get to you? It's the universe using me as the messenger to give you guidance and insight to where you want to go, where you want to be, what you want to have, especially when it comes to your twin flame, because the universe knows your heart. And if we don't listen to our heart, we're not going to hear the messages. So feel free to book your personal twin flame reading with me. Please message me if you're interested in the Innerchild Healings that are always available for purchase. And yeah, please comment below if you'd like to be entered into next week's draw. So all of these free pick a card readings end at the end of this year. So yeah, that's when the one card pick a card readings will end, is at the end of this year. So if you haven't entered, please do enter now for your chance to win. And what else? Yep, please follow and subscribe. Thank you so much for all your likes, your beautiful comments that make my day. And I'm just so blessed to have you share what's in your heart and for you to share your journey with me. I am so honored to be able to do that with each and every one of you. So again, thank you so very much. Thank you for who you are, for who you're showing up as, and for everything you do in the world. I thank you. You're doing great. You're doing a great job. So until next time, I am wishing you all so much love and peace. Mwah, mwah. So we are going to pick a card for Mitzi M. We are going to do a pick a card reading for you. Let's use this deck. Can we please gain insight for Mitzi M on her twin flame connection? Messages, insight, what's happening, what are the energies, what does the universe want you to know regarding your twin flame connection? For Mitzi M. Mitzi M. One card, thank you. For those of you who are still here, Three of Pentacles, like literally this card comes up all the time. For you, Mitzi M, I love it because in the picture shows you, your twin flame, and the universe. Whatever is happening in your connection, the universe wants you to know that you and your twin flame are still a team. You, your twin flame, and the universe are a team in manifesting where you're focused on. So the universe really wants you to know that if you're focusing on the loss of your twin flame, on separation, on how you miss them, which again is very natural. We all feel these things. The universe is saying if you're focusing on that, then that's what you're creating as a team. And you're like, but Jade, I don't want separation. I know, none of us do. But see how, so you and your twin flame, the universe, and you're creating this masterpiece. Your life is your masterpiece. Your union is your masterpiece. And so in your masterpiece or of what you're creating, if you're focusing on separation and loss, you're creating that as your masterpiece. So you want to create a masterpiece that you love, and you want to create union. You want to create harmony. So the universe is saying focus on that because it's there. You see your beautiful masterpiece? If union is what you want, it's already there. It's already manifested. Just to see it in the 3D, you have to focus on seeing it. Because right now, you're focused on not seeing it, and that's why you're creating it as a team as not being there. Yeah. If you kind of see how, say this is you, your eyes are closed, your twin flame is somewhat not paying attention. This is your masterpiece. This could even be you. And this is the universe working diligently, like nonstop working hard at it, chipping away, creating this beautiful masterpiece. And you're like, I'm on my phone. What is my twin flame doing? I'm on their page. The universe is like, hey, am I the only one working on this masterpiece here? So the universe is saying, is like bringing your attention back to creating your masterpiece as what you want. Because again, it's already there. You've already created twin flame union. It's like you're just not paying attention to the masterpiece. You're not paying attention to your creation of love, romance, connection, union, ecstasy, passion, euphoria, companionship, friendship, best friends, fun. Like you're not focusing on that. That's why you're not contributing to that creation. The universe is like, break time is over. Can we get back to creating your masterpiece? And you're like, wait a second, but I'm still feeling sad because I haven't heard from my twin flame. I know. It's okay. But the universe is saying, okay, break time is up. I know you're missing your twin flame. Let's focus on union because that's what we're creating. So the fact that it already exists means you're already in union. You're just not focused on it. You're focused on the lack of it, or you're focused on obviously other things in life, which may be needing your attention, but you're already in union, Mitzi. So in order to see that, you can write down all of the things that you're grateful for that you have, despite your situation, even if it's just the feelings of love, the appreciation for all the things, all the qualities in your twin flame, for all the beautiful memories, for all the good times you've shared, for all the loving words that they've said to you. Focusing on what you're grateful for is bringing your masterpiece to life. So the universe wants to remind you that that's all you need to do to come into physical union. You just have to focus on everything beautiful about your twin flame connection, and the universe is creating that with you. Yeah, I'm seeing here that you and both your twin flame have been very preoccupied. Maybe just like with all of us, life happens and you've been needing to focus on tasks at hand, things that have been taking up your time and energy, whether that's work, activities, family, whatever you're involved in. Could even be family stuff. You've just been preoccupied. And so you haven't really had time to really focus on your masterpiece. That's okay. But again, the universe is saying, okay, break time is over. Bring your focus back to creating your masterpiece, creating the life of your dreams, creating the connection of your dreams, putting your awareness on that, putting your focus and gratitude into what you want to have with your twin flame, then the universe is bringing that back into motion. I see this as like something very beautiful, something that really exceeds your expectation, because the universe, just like Mother Nature, is an incredible artist creating things in life. And what you're creating with your twin flame is even more beautiful than you could ever really imagine. So the universe is saying, just focus your energies on creating what you want, because the masterpiece will turn out even more beautiful than you imagined, more beautiful than you ever expected. So that's all I'm really getting. Again, Three of Pentacles, this card comes out every week. It didn't come out in the general reading, but the fact that it came out here is just like the universe is constantly reminding us that we're a team. We're a team. We must remember to include the universe to create the union and the life that we want, the life and the union that we deserve. So that is so very beautiful, Mitzi. That's what I have. Keep creating, keep focused, or bring back your focus, and union is there. Your masterpiece is literally there for you. You just have to go back to focusing on it, to molding it, shaping it, chipping away everything that's not needed to uncover and reveal what you want, which is union. So I really hope this was helpful, Mitzi. Again, thank you so very much for entering into the draw and for following me on Instagram and being a subscriber. It truly means so very much to me. If this did resonate, feel free to contact me to book your personal in-depth reading, where we go over more guidance for you, more insight, where they're at, messages for you, love messages for you, where your inner child is at. So again, feel free to book your personal reading. So again, thank you so very much, Mitzi. And until next time, I'm wishing you so much love and peace.